Hey guys, it's Jeff Johnson and welcome to video number 1. During this free training series, you will learn how to build a bigger list, get more traffic, and find new customers as quickly as possible. And it all starts with learning how to build a bigger, more responsive, and more profitable list. And building a bigger, more profitable list starts with giving away a lead magnet. And I know lead magnets don't sound sexy because they're not, but a properly designed lead magnet could easily double or triple your profits. So today I'm going to teach you my 11 rules for building a better, more powerful lead magnet that not only helps you build a bigger, more responsive list faster, it also converts more of your leads into customers and money for you and your business. Now, everybody knows that a lead magnet is the thing, that thing that you give away when someone joins your list, and it's what you offer on your opt-in page. And most people believe that the primary job of a lead magnet is to actually collect leads. However, that just isn't true. The primary job of a lead magnet is not to collect leads. That's what your opt-in page is for. The primary job of a lead magnet is to convince your leads to buy your products and services. Now that doesn't mean you have to use a hard sell in your lead magnet. In fact, just the opposite is true. Your lead magnet should be designed to gently overcome sales objections and help warm your leads up to the idea of buying from you before you actually present the opportunity to buy your products and services. And your lead magnet should be designed to fit into an overall marketing strategy that is designed to move your leads, gently push them through the entire buying decision process. So you want to think of your lead magnets as the very top of your sales funnel. And each lead magnet should be designed to work together to gently funnel your leads through the entire buying decision process. So by the time that you finally ask them to buy something, you don't have to hit them over the head with a hammer and beg them to buy your products and services. They've already whipped out their wallets and they're ready to buy whatever you're selling because the lead magnets have already done the hard work for you. And it all starts with building the perfect lead magnet. However, before I walk you through each and every one of my 11 rules for creating the perfect lead magnet step by step, let me give you a little background information about myself and what I had to go through to develop these rules so you'll understand just how powerful they truly are. So here's my story. 2 days after I graduated college, I packed up everything I owned into a rusted out old red pickup truck and I told my mom I was heading off to the big city to make her proud. I had just accepted a job as a stockbroker trainee at a national firm for the huge sum of $12,000 a year, which even back then was not a lot of money. And in fact, that was less than half of what I was already making while I was going to college. But after seeing the movie Wall Street, I was convinced that being a stockbroker was all about living in a penthouse and making multi-million-dollar deals, so I took the job and the huge pay cut with a smile on my face. The problem was that no one bothered to tell me in college that being a stockbroker was nothing more than being an overglorified salesperson. And if you couldn't sell, you wouldn't get paid. And I had absolutely zero sales experience. To make things even worse, I was getting married 4 months after I took the job. So if I didn't quickly learn how to sell, not only would I be broke and I wouldn't have a job, my new bride wouldn't be very happy. And the firm that I worked for didn't really have a formalized sales training program. And in fact, they really didn't train us at all. Their idea of teaching me how to sell was to stick me in the closet next to the bathroom with a telephone, and I spent my days cold calling potential clients. It wasn't a lot of fun. But I quickly realized that if I wanted to learn how to sell and to pay my bills, I had to take responsibility for my own success and teach myself how to sell. So I read every book on sales and selling that I could find. Real estate sales, used car sales, vacuum cleaner sales. It didn't matter. If the book was about selling or marketing, I read it. And within 2 years, I went from being a rookie salesperson who couldn't sell to being one of the firm's top producers, becoming a branch manager, and then I became an assistant vice president, a district manager, and then finally, I was asked to help set up and run a regional sales training center for all new salespeople in the region. And my job was to teach them how to sell, and that's exactly what I did. I loved being a stockbroker. I thought I'd never leave the business. And my plan was to have my son graduate from college, come work with me, and eventually I'd turn my stockbroker clients over to him so he'd be able to shortcut his way to success and I'd be able to retire. But then one day, a man walked into my office and it completely changed my life forever. He wanted to raise $25 million for his internet business, which was basically nothing more than a website that sold advertising space. And when I looked at it, I thought, how in the world is he going to get $25 million for this website? But after doing some quick research, I realized that they were throwing money at websites those days. And my job was to develop a marketing plan that we could submit to the investment bankers so he could get his $25 million. But I didn't know anything about internet marketing because I was still a stockbroker at this time. So I hopped on a plane and I flew out to an internet marketing seminar to learn more about it. And I listened to the speakers, and they were really nice guys. But two thoughts came to mind as I listened to those seminar speakers 13 years ago. First, there is no way that I could afford to quit my day job for anything less than 6 figures. And second, I may not have known anything about internet marketing, but I knew sales and marketing, and I knew that I could figure out how to sell stuff online. So I flew back home and I told that guy what I thought he should do to market his website. He liked what I had to say so much that he ended up offering me 25% ownership in his company and half of all of his profits for free. All I had to do was market his website for him, but I thought I could do a better job on my own, so I turned him down and I started my own online business. And I struggled at first, just like everyone else, but when I finally decided to do things my way, I went from making absolutely nothing to earning between $3,000 and $5,000 a day in pure profit in just 3 or 4 short months. I became so successful so quickly that word got around and people kept offering me huge sums of money to teach them what I knew. But I turned them all down for about 2 or 3 years because I was having way too much fun raising my kids and hanging out with them all day, every day. We'd go to the park, we'd go out to eat, we'd go to the play dates. I was the ride-sharing father. I was the soccer dad who never missed a party or special event at the school with my kids. The teachers and the mothers of the other children had a nickname for me. They called me the dad that's glad to be there, because not only was I the only father that was able to make every single event, I always showed up with this huge smile on my face and a camera in my hand because I was truly blessed to be able to afford to do those types of things and to watch my children grow up. I was also able to do things for my son, including starting his tiger den with him and his friends. And for our first Christmas party, these kids decided to dress me up as the Christmas tree. I loved every single minute of it. And it's those types of memories and those types of things that I was able to afford to be able to do because I was smart enough to take that leap of faith to move my business completely online. But after my kids finally got old enough to go to school full time, I got bored and I finally agreed to take on a few students. I launched my first coaching club. It was my 25K coaching club and it sold out within minutes. People lined up to pay $25,000 to be a part of the 3-month program. Now, that was 11 years ago, and I still talk to many of my students to this very day. They are some of the biggest, most successful people in the markets, and if I told you their names, you'd definitely recognize them, including several of them that had multi-million-dollar launches within the last couple of weeks. The funny thing is that the core strategies that I taught them 11 years ago are the very same strategies that we use to build our businesses to this very same day. Now, the strategies are the same, but the tools and the tactics are radically different. They change all the time. So I continuously test, tweak, refine, and improve my systems. Just about every month, I discover something new that helps us get even better results. But the core business building strategies remain the same even 11 years later. Now, one of those core strategies is giving away a lead magnet to help build your list. But the perfect lead magnet has to be designed from the ground up to also help you convert more of your list into buyers and into money. A properly designed lead magnet and the opt-in page that offers it can easily increase your conversion rates by 400% or more, and I have case studies to prove it. So let's talk about my 11 rules for designing the perfect lead magnet. Rule number 1. Appeal to a very specific target market, offer a very specific benefit or benefits and solutions to a very specific problem. And you build those benefits into your lead magnet, and then you design a highly targeted opt-in page to give that lead magnet away. Here's an example. This particular opt-in page has a headline that says, "Here's how to get new customers online absolutely free." When they join the mailing list, they receive a lead magnet that teaches them how to get new customers online. It appeals to a very specific audience that's looking for a solution to a very specific problem. Here's another example. This particular lead magnet gives away training that teaches people how to write better email subject lines. So the headline says, "Steal my best converting email subject lines." When they join the mailing list, I send them a lead magnet that has not only some of my best converting email subject lines that they can swipe and use as their own, but I also teach them how to write their own subject lines. Rule number 2, Give your lead magnet a benefit-rich name that's easy to remember because it increases perceived value, it increases desirability, and people can actually refer to it by name. So when they share it on social media sites or they talk about it online, they know what to call it. It also helps increase your chances of showing up in the search engines. Here's what I mean. Years ago, we stopped giving away a WordPress plugin, but when we gave it away, it was called the Traffic Getting SEO plugin. If you go to Google today and you type in that phrase, you'll still see hundreds of thousands of search results. People talked about it, they recommended it to their friends. It was actually voted one of the best WordPress plugins of its day. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people joined my mailing list to download that lead magnet. It was a WordPress plugin, but instead of just calling it my free lead magnet or my WordPress plugin, I gave it a benefit-rich name that they're still talking about to this very day, and it is called Traffic Getting SEO plugin. They know exactly what it's all about when they listen to the name. Rule number 3, keep it simple. Make your lead magnet simple to explain and create a simple opt-in page to give it away. Here's an example. Very simple design, simple offer. It has a headline that says, these 7 simple steps that are guaranteed to bring you free traffic and free leads from YouTube. And then it goes on to say, simply enter your email address below, click the button, and I'll send your absolutely free cheat sheets and training videos right over. That's it. That's all that entire opt-in page says. Simple headline, simple instructions, simple offer, simple page design. It works very well. Here's another example of one of our winning simple page designs. This was an opt-in page that we were testing as part of a split test. This was the winner. It was actually a very simple looking design. However, we never stopped split testing. So as we continued our split testing, we found an even simpler design that helped increase our conversion rates by an additional 21.19%. Simple offer, simple page design, easy to understand, huge increases in our conversion rates. Rule number 4. Increase the perceived value of your lead magnet, and you do that by calling it a training video instead of a video, or you call it a video tutorial. You call it a course instead of a report. Call it or offer a training video plus a cheat sheet. So you give them 2 things instead of just 1. You can give away free software because software has a very high perceived value. You can have fancy graphics created that show a physical representation of the lead magnet itself. So if you're giving away a free report, have some graphics made at Fiverr.com for $5 that gives them something to see, what the report would look like if they printed it up. You can include a training video plus the MP3 recordings of the video plus the written transcripts. So for some of my videos that I give away online, they can see the video for free. Just go right to it, watch it on my blog. However, I also use a piece of software that hides some of the additional lead magnet from them. And it says, hey, here's how to get more stuff. Simply share this video on social media with your friends and we'll unlock the MP3 recordings of the video plus the written transcripts. Here's a tip. PDF cheat sheets, action plans, worksheets, or process maps are generally my best converting lead magnet offers. People are always giving away free videos, but when I add the phrase PDF cheat sheet or PDF action plan in the subject line, it actually increases my open rates and my click-through rates. So don't just give away free videos, also try to give away free PDF cheat sheets or action plans. Or instead of giving away videos, part of the offers could be a PDF document of some sort. Here's an example of a PDF worksheet. Building a better lead magnet worksheet, it helps them consume my lead magnet and see results using it. So all I did was take the presentation I used to create the video tutorial, boiled it down into a few simple steps, and I created a PDF worksheet that they could download. Same thing applies to the PDF cheat sheet. It simply takes my 11 rules for designing the perfect lead magnet and it turns it into a PDF cheat sheet that you can download. In fact, if you're watching this video on my website, jeffjohnsonscoachingclub.com, below this video and below all the hundreds of comments, you'll actually see a download link to download both the cheat sheet and the worksheet itself. Here's another example of a very simple PDF cheat sheet that one of my guys in the office created. We'd actually hired someone to create it for us. It didn't come in time, so I sent my guy to Office Max. He bought $3 or $4 worth of colored pencils, put this thing together, and then we actually gave it away as a PDF cheat sheet with our lead magnet. So as people are watching our training video, they can print this up or open it up on the screen, and they can follow along, and it helps them visualize what it is that we're teaching them inside the lead magnet itself. Rule number 5, deliver real value by over-delivering and under-promising. You want your lead to go through your lead magnet and say, wow, if this is what they give away for free, I can only imagine how great their paid stuff is. It's a great way of showing them the value of doing business with you without them having to risk anything up front, and it helps lower their resistance to being sold, which means when you finally try to sell them something, they are much more likely to buy it. So over-deliver and under-promise. Rule number 6, deliver instant gratification. People don't want to wait for things these days. They want it right away, so give it to them. Deliver your lead magnet quickly instead of dragging it out for weeks. So for example, give them 3 short emails over the course of a single week. That's much better than offering them a 20-week email training course. Now, some of you may think that by giving away a 20-week email training course, it sounds more impressive, that they'll be much more likely to give you their email address, and they'll get to know and love you that much better. But trust me on this. By the end of that 20-week email training course, several things are going to happen. They're either going to become completely disinterested in what you have to say, they're going to become distracted and move on and still not be interested in what you have to say, or when you ask them to buy something in the 2nd or 3rd week, they're going to say, hey, I haven't even finished this great 20-week email training course, so why in the world should I buy something today? So you probably just lost the sale by giving them 20 full weeks. Trust me on this. Stick to the short email series over a week or 2 and you'll be much better off. Now, if they are sending away for a physical lead magnet, you also want to give them something to immediately download or immediately consume so you can keep them engaged with the selling process. Here's an example where someone visits the website and they request a physical lead magnet. The company will send it to them in the mail, but it takes 2 or 3 weeks for it to arrive. Well, the company doesn't want to wait 2 or 3 weeks to gain their trust, to build rapport, and to continue pushing them through the sales cycle. So what the company does is after they request that physical lead magnet, the company immediately says, hey, by the way, we've got some other really cool free stuff for you, including an online training program and this really cool downloadable PDF guide. That gives the company the ability to immediately try to sell these people their products and services instead of having to wait 2 or 3 weeks for that physical product to arrive. Rule number 7, deliver fast results. Give them something that they can do or something that they can use that will show them fast results using your lead magnet itself. Now here's an example of a lead magnet that's actually part of this free training series. You will receive this video in just a couple of days, but this page tells them, here's a simple little trick that could literally double your sales overnight. It only takes 15 minutes or less to set up, and it's absolutely free. So when they join the mailing list through this opt-in page, they will be sent a training video that walks them through the process, this 5-step system that I share with them, including a case study that gives them proof that they can literally double their sales overnight. So I'm giving them something that they can see immediate results with. Rule number 8. Don't make it complicated to consume your lead magnet or to see results. If they get too frustrated, they'll walk away and never buy your products and services. Now, rule number 8 is one of the reasons that we stopped giving away software as a lead magnet. Now, we could do everything we could possibly do to make sure that our software works. However, there are things that are well beyond our control. We can't control if they've updated their operating system recently. We can't control their firewall settings. So we spent a lot of time supporting our free software giveaways. That's why we stopped giving it away. It's not that we couldn't overcome those difficulties. We did a great job of it, but it's much easier to give away things that are inherently less complicated. So here are some tips for you. Give your lead magnet to a couple of employees or friends and ask them for feedback and ways to improve it. Ask them to apply what they learn in your lead magnet and see if they can produce the results that you're promising as part of the lead magnet itself. Remember, we want to give them instant gratification. We want to give them immediate results so they can see how great you are. Well, if your friends or employees can't follow the simple instructions that you gave them in your lead magnet, then chances are you need to go back and redesign it and keep going through that process until you can give it to someone who doesn't know anything about what you're talking about, and they look at your lead magnet and they're able to achieve the promised results. Rule number 9, design your lead magnet to pre-sell them on the idea of buying your products and services. That's what we've been talking about this entire training video. So here's how you do it. Deliver true value in your lead magnet that shows them what's possible by using your products and services. That's why I've already told you that you want to give them that one thing that they can put to use immediately and see results so they know what's possible with your training or your products. And that also helps you show the benefits of doing business with you. They get to know, like, and trust you because of the material that you deliver inside the lead magnet. You can also overcome objections to buying your products by addressing those objections in your lead magnet itself. So an FAQ video or an FAQ email is great for that. In fact, I use a combination of both in my marketing. And it allows me to show them that it's not as complicated as most people think. Every business owner probably knows what the most common objections are or the most common questions are that they hear from their clients, why people don't buy or what their concerns are. However, I still want you to go to your staff and ask them for a list of the most common questions that they hear from your clients, both before and after the sale, and also go to your sales force and ask them for a list of the most common objections that people have to buying your products and services. I want you to do that because chances are they hear things that you don't hear on a daily basis. And then I want you to put them together in an FAQ and answer them in a way that helps overcome any potential concerns or objections to buying your products. So for example, I sell a video marketing training program that's called Tube Traffic Secrets. One of the most common questions that we hear before people buy the course is, do I need to buy or learn how to use fancy video equipment to take advantage of your training? And my answer is basically no. The camera that you already have in your smartphone or your iPhone or your iPad or even the camera that's on your laptop is all you need. If you could shoot video on your phone, then you're all set. Well, what did I do? I helped overcome several concerns and objections with one FAQ. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to show and or tell them how your lead magnet ties into your overall product or service. If you're selling a product about the laws of attraction and you want them to learn how it all works, then you can give them a lead magnet that teaches them one of the 17 principles that you teach them in your product. And you could say something like, this is just one of the 17 core law of attraction principles that you'll become a master of inside your new private membership site and training program. You notice I didn't say after you buy my program. I say inside your new private membership site and training program because I'm giving them ownership of the product without actually telling them they have to buy it. So in their mind, I'm pre-selling them on the idea of owning the product itself. You also want to position your lead magnet as a preview of what's coming next. In the very last piece of content, you say, stay tuned for video number 4, or keep an eye out for the next email I send you because I'm going to present an opportunity for you that if you've enjoyed what you've seen in these first 3 videos, then you are going to absolutely love what's coming up in video number 4. And then obviously video number 4 is your sales video. And in the sales video, you want to make sure that you deliver what you promised them, be truthful, and let them know what's coming. You also can use the copywriting technique known as future pacing. It's also an NLP technique, but it's called future pacing to help your potential clients visualize themselves using and benefiting from your product or service in the future. Here are some examples. Imagine how quickly you'll be able to melt off the fat once your first bottle of our proven fat-burning pill arrives on your doorstep. Notice how I'm talking about the future and I'm talking about them receiving the benefit of using our product. Another example would be, when your new book arrives, I want you to immediately turn to page 173 and check out the new How to Erase Your Wrinkles in 7 Days or Less Beauty Secret. You'll find it in the second sentence the second sentence of the 3rd paragraph of your new book. I'm having them imagining themselves receiving the book, holding it in their hands, and actually going through the material and benefiting from the book before they've even purchased it. Another example would be, just imagine how great you'll look after you pack on 10 pounds of pure muscle mass in the next 30 days using your new Muscle Blaster machine. Or think about how great it's going to feel Monday morning when you pull up to work in your brand new cherry red Ferrari. The idea is to let them visualize themselves in the future using and benefiting from the product itself. It's called future pacing, which brings us to rule number 10. Different people have different styles of learning, so use more than one type of lead magnet in your lead funnel to appeal to a broader audience. Here are some examples. For your first lead magnet, offer a PDF plus a video. For your second lead magnet, offer a quiz. For your third lead magnet, offer a piece of software plus a PDF plus a video. Offer MP3 recordings plus a video. Offer an ebook plus an MP3 recording of the book itself. Mix it up. Don't always offer the same type of lead magnet each time, and try offering more than one type for a single opt-in offer. Which brings us to our final rule, rule number 11. Make the big promise. You want to offer them the magic pill. You want to give them the silver bullet. You want to solve the problem that keeps them awake at night. And you want to position your lead magnet as the perfect solution to the biggest problem. Now, earlier in today's video, I showed you one of our most successful opt-in pages, and it made a huge promise. It promised to show them how to double their sales overnight and how they could set it up in as little as 15 minutes. So in our training video, I deliver them a case study and a step-by-step system that I walk them through that shows them proof that they could quite literally double their sales overnight. So it needs to be achievable, and it needs to be truthful and believable as well. But you want to position your lead magnet as the perfect solution to their biggest problem. Well, folks, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And in your next free training video, I will show you 16 proven ways to get free traffic, free leads, and new customers. In the meantime, here's what I want you to do next. Download your Building a Better Lead Magnet PDF cheat sheet, download and fill out your PDF worksheet, and you'll find both of them below this video at jeffjohnsonscoachingclub.com. And please do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, please share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media sites. And also, please leave your comments below and tell me what you enjoyed most about this video. My name is Jeff Johnson. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk again very, very soon.